following presentation of the National Football League.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona, where the sound of the big red siren signals it is time for football. And tonight on this fine Thursday night, we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Arizona Cardinals. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Prime Time. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by a guy who has a couple years under his belt in the NFL, their third-year quarterback. They run here with Rico Dowdle.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yards with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100-plus the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Ready?
On the run, it's Dowdle. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. And so much for picking it up on the ground on third down. Third play of the drive, and this defense showing strong early.
I wonder how much of that was scouting. I wonder how much of that was a gut feeling like, okay, let's just go ahead and sell out here and get after them, thinking they're going to run the football and stuff them early, because they've now set the tone. They've set a precedent right here. If you're going to try to run the ball against us, it could be hard going throughout this game.
A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. The Cardinals making their way out, and it's the #1 overall pick in 2019, Kyler Murray at the helm.
And when you have a guy like Kyler Murray under center, it not only opens up your playbook, it allows you to draw up even more plays because he's among the best dual-threat quarterbacks in the league and a true playmaker. If flushed out of the pocket, he might even be more dangerous. The next step for him, being able to throw on rhythm and deliver from the pocket.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. First and goal from just inside the 5.
First and goal.
From the gun, Murray. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Marvin Harrison Jr. from 4 yards out. And the Cardinals will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Panthers nothing.
Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
Here we go, set. Yellow, 22. Set.
Now Young. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Black, 95. Ready.
They run here with Donald. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a fourth down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on fourth. They're going to try a second time.
Black 40. Ready.
Here's Young. They'll indeed go for it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. Then the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter? I mean, what's going on here? You want some explanations.
Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Well, I don't want to be a jinx partner, put the whammy on him, but I think we could be looking at all-time damn the ground with the way that he's going. Only a few quarterbacks in this league are capable of a 100-yard game, and he's halfway there just in the first quarter. This is a record-setting pace. Hopefully, he can keep it up, and we can have fun watching him.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Second and goal at the 4-yard line.
Here's Murray. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over in that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
It's now third.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the...
And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Derek Brown in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to fourth down. Here's Chad Ryland now on for the field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And this one is right through. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on fourth and goal anyway, but the sack on third down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Panther football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready.
The play fake. Now Young. That is caught. McMillan with it. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there. 26 yards.
Panthers first down. A gain of 26 yards.
Yellow.
And the
43.
Panthers
Ready.
first down.
A running play. It's Dowdle. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Here's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Young. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. Maybe a gain of 5. And it's 3rd and 4 now. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Young now. And this one's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
And it's caught. Touchdown, Panthers. Jalen Coker from 19 yards away. And the Panthers are back within a score. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open in the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Derek Brown able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. Back to throw here. Murray now going to do it himself. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Able to find a seam for 14 yards, but still now facing a 4th down after the scramble. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard
Here's the
line.
Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Looking to throw, Young. In trouble, and he's taken down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go.
From the shotgun, it's Young. And this is going to be incomplete. Normally, I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
Well, they should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach should have already made that decision.
And that one goes out of bounds, and let's see here. They're going to walk this back to the 40-yard line. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over.
As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that and trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37.
Pick up a 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Shotgun now from Murray.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And Murray with a smart move there at the end of the play. Picks up the first down and then slides to the ground.
Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
22-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. That ball caught by Harrison. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Marvin Harrison Jr.
with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Cardinals will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Ryland, up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Panthers going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit.
Here we go. Here we go. 10 black. Hut.
Throwing, Young.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Baker with a pick. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Murray now going to do it himself.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they could at least attempt a kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
2nd down and 3. Kyler going to give this to Benson.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Murray now.
He'll try to pick it up himself.
And brought down, but not before before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will do it for this first half. So halftime is upon us on Thursday night primetime, and we go off to Orlando and Scott Hansen for our halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.